So, I just want to say something very important. And what it is that the fact that I feel so disconnected from reality and that nothing makes sense. I don't know why, but for a very long time, I felt weird. And I still feel weird to this day. And this feeling has started, or I should say, the lack of feeling thereof. This problem has started like 4 years ago. I just lost like all emotions and all like respect for humanity. And I don't know why, but when you become older, you kind of lose this emotional like sharpness, this emotional edge you have, this emotional experience you have. Because as a child, you're kind of like emotional. You know, everything kind of is high. Like you kind of experience realities in this like hyper quality, video quality, you know what I mean? Like you can experience higher resolution reality when you're a child. Like everything feels so vivid, everything kind of makes sense, everything kind of fits, it resonates. There's what we call pleasure, right? It resonates. There's a form of rightness in it all. It all kind of clicks into pieces. The pieces fit together to create a coherent picture. But now as I get older, just nothing makes sense. Nothing works. Society doesn't fit. The opinions of other people don't resonate with me. Their philosophy doesn't resonate with me. Their ideology doesn't resonate with me. Nothing resonates. And I don't know why, but I think I'm kind of like autistic, but it's not really the fact that I'm autistic. It's the fact that like nothing makes sense. People don't make sense. Society doesn't make sense. Economy doesn't make sense. This whole structure I live in just doesn't make any fucking sense. And this feeling just lingered a lot of like my time that I was here on this planet. And it feels kind of alienating because I don't know what normal is. Like I don't know how normal feels like. And I don't know how to explain this, but I've always felt different, but now I feel even more alienated. Because number one, I don't feel much emotions. And I don't know how to explain this, but usually I would feel a lot of emotions. And as a child, I felt a lot of emotions. But now as I'm kind of got older, I just feel like nothing. Like I don't feel sadness, I don't feel happiness, I don't feel anger. I don't even feel much fear, to be honest. But it's not even about that. It's the fact that nothing really makes sense, nothing adds up. Nothing that society says or rewards or like values just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And like, let me give you an example. For example, I don't understand economy. I don't understand science. I cannot like create a coherent picture. Nothing makes sense. And I don't know how to explain this, but I don't know, maybe I'm autistic because as a child, people kept like calling me weird or like never wanted to hang out with me. But now as I get older, like I don't even know what normal is. I don't even know what like normal is or what like average is. Like I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who I'm supposed to be. And like this whole, idea, find a job, become successful, become rich. It's like, that's it. Like what is special here? What is so valuable here? Like, yeah, work a 9-to-5 job, break your fucking back for some boss who hates you anyway. So it nothing makes sense already here. The fact that, we have to grind to exist, we have to grind to have value. Yet at the same time, society says, oh, looks are just the only thing that matters. You have to become a Chad, you have to become a good looking person. Yet they say, oh, go find a job. It's like, those things don't make sense to me. On one hand, society says, be hardworking, be productive, be, intelligent, be, charismatic. This red pill nonsense of like being, better than others in terms of doing rather than being. But black pill says, no, you have to already be perfect. Meaning you have to look good, you have to have naturally high intelligence, you have to be neurotypical. And I was like, bro, who are you fucking kidding? Like, which one of these like pictures is the right one to fit reality? And the answer is, there's no fucking reality because everyone is just making some shit up. Because no one knows what the truth is. We all just kind of walk through life just having some model of reality and never actually getting the coherent truth. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but what do you think, guys? What do you think? Like, what is the fucking picture of reality that fixes my fucking beliefs?